Hi there and welcome. You're about to watch a Lakehead International live webinar. It is a great way to explore what Lakehead University is all about. In this session, you'll hear insights and stories from Lakehead professors, staff, and current students. While watching, if you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section below. For now, let's dive in.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to our in-depth engineering session. My name is Handika Narankar, and I'm part of the Lakehead International team at Lakehead University, where I work as the International Media and Social Media Officer. So it is so great to see so many of you joining us today. And many of you may have already received an offer or maybe just considering applying. So wherever you are in your stage, in your process, in your journey, I will be showing you what your experience in engineering at Lakehead would look like. So today's session, we will give you a closer look at our engineering programs, including what you can expect in the classroom, any kind of opportunities, and how it's going to help you succeed throughout your studies. With that, let's just begin with the agenda, what we're going to be covering today. We will start with a brief overview of Lakehead University to help you learn more about the campus environment and the student experience. Then we'll introduce you to our panel with certain special guests from engineering and our program offerings, unique learning opportunities, and finally, start talking more in depth about career opportunities. So with that, let's just begin with an overview of Lakehead University. We are a public institution located in Ontario, Canada, with 3 unique locations, which is Thunder Bay, Aurelia, and a specialized STEM hub in Barrie. But Lakehead is just more than just geography. It is about community, and basically what sets us apart is our strong sense of connection that you're going to find here. One of our unique features is our commitment to undergraduate research. So unlike many universities where research opportunities are basically reserved for later years or even graduate studies, but Lakehead students can get involved as early as their first year. And this hands-on experience gives you a real head start. Now, when it comes to recognition, the numbers speak for themselves. We are ranked in the top 3 in Canada for research in our category. Times Higher Education named us as the #1 university in North America among schools with fewer than 10,000 students. And we do consistently place in McLean's top 5 universities in our category across Canada. And while we may be considered as a smaller university, but our research output and student success are anything but small. Another aspect that students really appreciate is our class sizes. So instead of being just another face in a massive lecture hall, you will benefit from a more personal learning opportunity and environment. Our student to faculty ratio is 15:1 in Thunder Bay and 13:1 in Aurelia, giving you a greater access to professors and also the chance to build meaningful academic relationships. Now, when it comes to life after graduation, Lakehead students are very well prepared. In fact, 96.2% of our graduates are employed within 2 years, surpassing the Ontario average of 94.1%. And it is also a strong indication that our students leave confident, capable, and ready for their careers ahead. So talking about why to choose Canada, there are many big reasons for those. But for starters, Canada is consistently ranked among the top 10 greenest countries in the world to live in. On top of that, Canada is also ranked among the top 14 most peaceful countries in the world. That means that it is safe. That means that it is welcoming and supportive. So it's a supportive place for students from all kinds of backgrounds. Canada is also ranked one of the best places in the world to live in, thanks to its high quality of life, safety, and peaceful environment. We are also known for being inclusive. Canada was actually the first country to officially embrace multiculturalism, and that just shows why nearly a million international students now call Canada home. All right, let's talk about something that's on a lot of students' minds, usually, which is talking more about work opportunities. Now, while you're studying, you can work up to 24 hours a week during the semester. It is an excellent way to to manage expenses, and also gain Canadian work experience and start building your professional network. Furthermore, after graduation, every Lakehead program qualifies you for a post-graduation work permit, which can give you up to 3 years of open work experience in Canada. And long-term earning a Canadian degree gives you extra points for permanent residence. Now, we will be playing you a conversation that I had with two of our engineering special guests, Dr. Christopherson, who is a chair professor electrical and computer engineering, as well as Dr. Amir Azimi, who is a professor of civil engineering. Just give me a moment to play you that.
All right, welcome everyone, and thank you for joining us today. Today, we are joined by two faculty guests who will share insights into our programs, research, and student experience in the Faculty of Engineering. So we are pleased to welcome Dr. Carlos Christopherson and Dr. Amir Azimi. So I will let you both introduce yourselves. So we'll start with Dr. Azimi, and then we'll move on to Dr. Carlos.
Hello, my name is Amir Azimi, and I'm a professor at the Department of Civil Engineering at Lakehead University. My specialty is in water resources engineering, and I'm glad to be a part of the presentation.
Oh, hello, I'm Carlos Christophersen. I'm currently the chair of electrical and computer engineering. Yeah, that's it.
Perfect. So thank you so much for introducing yourselves. Let's just get started and discuss more in depth about our Faculty of Engineering and all the programs that we offer. So we will be starting our presentation with just discussing a bit more about undergraduate programs. So Lakehead Engineering offers a range of undergraduate programs designed to cover and core emerging areas of engineering. So we do offer Bachelor's of Engineering degrees in civil engineering, electrical, mechanical, chemical, software, mechatronics. And most of these programs also include co-op opportunities and that may lead to 2 credentials upon graduation. And also a Bachelor of Engineering degree in Engineering Technology diploma. And also at our Barrie STEM Hub, we offer select a Bachelor of Engineering programs in electrical, mechatronics, and software. And we also have a Bachelor's of Engineering Technology diploma. Okay, so with that, I will just move on to the next part, which is talking a bit more about the additional options that we offer. So engineering co-op is available across all Bachelor's of Engineering programs in Thunder Bay, including for both first-year students and transfer students. So co-op gives students the opportunity to gain paid and real-world engineering experience while studying. Also, to graduate with the co-op designations, students complete 16 months of co-op work experience, typically completed between year 3 and year 4. And this experience helps students to build industry connections and also significantly improve employability after graduation. The next point is about the joint Bachelor's of Engineering plus MBA option. So Lakehead also offers a very unique combined pathway that allows students to complete a Bachelor's of Engineering and a Master's of Business Administration. And this option is designed for students who want to combine technical engineering skills with business and leadership knowledge. So students who choose this pathway can graduate with both degrees in 5 years for direct entry students and 3 years for eligible transfer students. And this pathway is ideal for students interested in leadership, management, entrepreneurship, or technical consulting roles. So with that, let's just see how a first year would look like for an undergraduate program. So as a first year engineering student, you will focus on foundational courses such as programming, computer fundamentals,
calculus for engineers, academic writings, communication, introductory engineering science, and these courses build the foundation for advanced engineering topics in later year. I would also like to stop here and just let our guests know, like, if you both want to pitch in any time, you can do that. You are free to do so, and you're free to add your insights with whatever slides we are presenting today. All right, so let's just talk a bit more in depth about the first year at a glance. And taking a closer look. So first year is designed to build a strong foundation in math, science, programming, and core engineering principles. And while all students share some common foundations, each program also introduces their own discipline-specific courses very early on. So here's a very quick overview by program that you can see on the slides. I will not be going in depth for each and every one, but we can just pick few, and maybe Dr. Azimi and Dr. Christopherson can also add in their own field or in their own related to civil engineering and electrical engineering. Yeah. So for chemical engineering, students begin with introduction to chemical engineering, calculations, and fluid mechanics. So these courses does introduce the basics of how materials, fluids behave in chemical systems, which is essential for later work in process design and industrial application. So regarding civil or electrical engineering, Dr. Azimi or Christopherson, would you like to add anything onto it about how students can benefit in their first year?
Well, I can comment for electrical engineering. So the courses that are listed there are in the first year electrical program. In Thunder Bay, there are few additional courses in year one. Those are computer logic circuits. It's offered before microcontrollers, that is listed there. So it's a basis to later introduce microcontrollers. And there is also Electronics 1 course, and there is also a course on computer networks. So that is because the electrical program in Thunder Bay has the technology diploma in the first 2 years. So there are a lot of electrical engineering related courses in the first years. In Barry, we have electrical circuit theory 1 and 2 and introduction to engineering design. But in the first 2 years, there is more concentration on math and science. So there are some physics courses in year one, and the microcontrollers comes in year 2, for example, and computer logic circuits and electronics 1 in Barry are in year 2.
Thank you so much, Dr. Carlos, for that. Dr. Azimi, would you like to add on to it in terms of civil engineering?
Yes, so I would like also to comment that there are more courses than the courses listed here in civil engineering program. In the first year, we have surveying, which students will be familiar with the surveying instrument and how to measure and subdivide lands. And also fluid mechanics would be in civil engineering and mechanical engineering as well in the first year. Mostly in civil engineering, the focus is on water, which support the students to learn more about the pipeline distribution and then how the addition of pumps and valves in the pipe work. On top of that, civil engineering students also learn the fundamental of engineering analysis, which start with the static and dynamics. So those two courses would be the fundamental building blocks for civil engineering and mechanical engineering students to understand how to design a structure or a mechanical element later in the year 3 and 4.
So that's great information, Dr. Azimi. Thank you both of you for just pitching in and giving your 2 cents on how the first year would look like. So as the audience, you can see that first year is carefully designed to balance shared engineering fundamentals with early exposure to your chosen field or chosen discipline. So with that, I would like to talk more about now the graduate programs that Lakehead offers. So we do have graduate programs at the master's and PhD levels. So master programs are available in chemical, civil, electrical, environmental, and mechanical, as well as the doctoral PhD programs are available in civil, mechanical, electrical, and computer, and also chemical engineering. So students can choose either coursework-based or thesis-based study paths. Now let's take a more closer look at how the graduate program's degree looks in a glance. So the Master of Science in Engineering requires 5 full course equivalents, which is FCEs in total. So students can choose between 2 pathways. One is the thesis-based and the other is course-based. So thesis-based option includes 2.0 FCE of graduate courses, engineering seminars, which can have 0.5 FCEs, then thesis research. And then this option focuses on independent research under a faculty supervisor. Now, talking more about course-based option, which includes research method courses, 6 graduate courses, a 1.5 FCE of electives, and this course-based option is more coursework focused with flexible specialization. So both of these pathways allow students to build advanced expertise in engineering based on your own career goals. Okay, so with that, now let's just dive deep into how the Faculty of Engineering programs benefit students, and we'll just talk more in depth about the engineering design teams and the competitions that usually students participate in. So Dr. Azimian Christopherson, I would like you to talk more in depth about how international engineering students benefit and what kind of competitions do they participate in.
Okay, well, so all these competitions, the Canadian concrete canoe and the concrete toboggan and the steel bridge, I think are mostly taken by civil and mechanical students. And the formula SAE it's a mechanical engineering also competition, and the area of design is also mechanical. So yes, I guess it's mechanical and civil, most of the competitions.
Yeah. So Lakehead engineering students do gain a lot of hands-on experience through these range of design teams and national competitions. So be it in any field, we have a lot of, be it in any engineering department, we have a lot of opportunities for students to dive in, not just to gain more classroom knowledge, but also to work through the real engineering challenges while also building on the team working and leadership skills. So with that, let's just dive a bit closer into one of these competitions. So probably Dr. Azimi can talk more about this if he wants to, but Lakehead Engineering offers a range of unique hands-on learning opportunities that just go beyond traditional classroom teachings. And these experiences are designed to help students apply theory in real environments and also build those technical skills which are important to gain those early innovation ideas in their studies. So just to give you a case study, so Lakehead's mechanical engineering program offers a combination of applied technology experience along with advanced knowledge in engineering design in diverse areas such as Formula SA race cars, which is human-powered vehicles, and remote controlled drones and airplanes. So our students get to work with regards to that. Do you have anything else to add, any of the guests, before we move on? Yeah.
Yes, I can add on the bridge competition.
Okay.
And talk a little bit more about the successful history of Lakehead engineering students in the past 15 years, which we usually received either something between the first rank to the third rank, best competitor in the national wide and in North American wide competitions. So those type of competitions start in year 4 when the students basically choose a topic for their degree projects course, which students are divided into group of 4 or 5, and based on different disciplines in the civil engineering program or other programs, yes, they can either go into bridge engineering, structural engineering, or construction, water resources, environmental engineering, and road design and traffic engineering. So depends on what is your interest. You can form a group of 4 or 5 students. Um, the specific design of the bridge competition is announced every year, and based on the span and the maximum weight of the bridge, the students will come up with the design, and then they basically start with the numerical simulation analysis to make sure that the bridge can withstand the design load. And there are different criterias for the bridge competitions, not only based on how students can well design the bridge in terms of having a limited mass of steel to build the bridge, but how they can design different parts to distribute the stress from the load. But other criteria such as the basically installation of the bridge and the timing of the installation, that determines how the connections are well aligned and nicely welded, that the students can basically assemble all the parts of the bridge from the given span, and then how fast they can put them together. One of the criteria is that there's a line representing the river width, and the students are not allowed to put the steps or drop any parts of the bridge within that river span. So in that case, they will get negative points. So it's very competitive, but it's not only design, uh, the design components, but actually the building and installation of the components are very important. Therefore, the students in capstone degree project have a very specific skills on how to cut and weld those pipes together, how they can align the joints, how they can set up the bolts and nuts in the way that make sure all the parts of the bridge are not twisted during the welding. So they also learn a lot of hands-on techniques into how to build an engineering structure.
Thank you, Dr. Azimi, for that detailed, understanding of such competitions in civil engineering. I also happen to know that when this competition had happened last time, we had placed, our Lakehead's team had placed overall 11th and brought back 2 awards, second in lightness and second in cost estimation as well. And Lakehead came first out of the Canadian team. So Lakehead came first in overall ranking. So that is a really huge accomplishment for all the students involved in such competitions. Yeah. So moving on, we will discuss more about our robotics lab. And now I think Dr. Carlos can speak more about it, because this is electrical robotics
Yes.
labs. So yeah, over to you.
Yeah, this is a research lab in the Department of Electrical and Computer Engineering. The supervisor for this lab is Dr. Tayevi. And yeah, in this lab, they test drones, like autonomous flying drones. They had tested, well, this robot that we are seeing in the picture was used some years ago, And they also had tests of robots that balance, for example, like hoverboards, that it's like an inverted pendulum robots, and graduate students that work in Dr. Tayevi's group are that's their workplace. So.
Thank you so much for that detailed information. I hope the audience can take note of that. So moving on to talking more about the research facilities, that is including our fire testing and research lab. So this facility focuses on understanding fire behavior and improving safety in buildings and materials and infrastructure. So it actually plays an important role in testing and ensuring compliance with national and international safety standards. So this is a really good, a structured lab that we have. Dr. Azimi, would you like to add on to more onto it if you have anything to say?
Yes, the fire testing structural lab is one of the state of art of the facilities that Lakehead University received through CFR funding, and then in this specific laboratory, you can actually place a design timber beams or columns or connections of the beam and column, and then you can apply load to basically converting the existing load and stress from the weight of a building into a laboratory model. Then it has a furnace, and then it can create a different degree of fire that can basically apply to the element for a certain time period to see what happens if a building is experiencing a natural hazard like water or a fire. So in that case, once the experiments is done, then the specimens will taken out, and then it will be analyzed to see how this beam design or the connection design can withstand with different degree of fire. And then based on that, it can be recommended to as a standard to make sure that the high-rise buildings that are wooden frame built with the wooden columns and beams are withstands with the fire, or how long it will take to evacuate a building in case of severe fire happening, and then how the structure can tolerate fire with a given time or during the time. So we have also one or two group of degree project students that basically works in the undergrad level in the fire testing lab. Beside, we also have master and PhD students that working in these facilities.
Perfect. Thank you so much for that, sharing that information. I'm sure the students who are looking for civil engineering may benefit from that information. Another key facility is the Green Process Research Center, which this is a hub for sustainable engineering research focused on developing cleaner technologies and also environmentally responsible industrial processes. So it also supports innovation in green energy, materials, and sustainable focused engineering solutions. So this is a hub for local and international researchers working on cutting edge green technology. So this is also one of the things I wanted to highlight in our engineering space. Next up, we also have an engineering makerspace, often called as the Wolf Lab. This is a hands-on innovation space where students can design and build prototypes. So students have access to tools such as 3D printers, laser cutters, 3D scanners, and electronics and testing equipments. And it is also a space for creativity, experimentation, and applied engineering design. So with that, I would like to now move on to discussing more in depth about cooperative advantage, which is the co-op and hands-on experience that students get in engineering space. So co-op gives students paid work terms that are formally recognized on their degree. Apologies. Yeah. So ranging from 4 to 16 months, depending on their study plan. Many students complete multiple work terms during their degree, and these experiences help students apply what they learn in class to real engineering environments while also earning income and building industry connections. Now, talking more in depth, so co-op students typically earn between $25 to $30 per hour, depending on the employer and role. We also have over 140 industry partners across Canada and internationally, including financial institutions like RBC and HSBC, manufacturing companies like Honda and Bombardier, and energy companies like Suncor, Newmont Gold, and technology firms such as IBM, Bosch, and Bell. And students are not limited to traditional engineering firms. They can also work in a wide range of industries where engineering skills are valued. So with that, I would like to open up the floor for both of our guests again to discuss more about the active research that is happening in engineering. It is not just limited to graduate students. Undergraduate students also regularly participate in research projects through summer research positions and degree projects, and also lab assistant roles. So with that, I would like to open the floor for both of you to just share any kind of research opportunities that is currently going on.
Well, I can comment on some of the research topics that are active in the electrical and computer engineering. So the graduate programming in electrical, the master's and PhD in electrical and computer engineering is shared between our department and the Department of Software Engineering. So we have professors from the two departments that participate in research and supervise students. And the topics include biomedical, communication systems, communication networks, AI, cybersecurity of power systems, power electronics, power converters, radio frequency systems, antenna beam steering systems, quantum computing, distributed computing, and integrated circuits like radio frequency integrated circuits. And that pretty much covers the topics. If students are looking to apply for a master thesis base, it's a good idea to contact the supervisor, the potential supervisors in advance. So secure a supervisor when you apply, so that will increase your chances of getting the admission. And it's also possible to for students that apply for the course-based option during the first term, if they have interest in doing research, to switch later for thesis-based research and masters. So, yeah, that's summary.
All right, thank you, Dr. Carlos, for that. Dr. Azimi, would you like to add on?
Yes, I would like to emphasize that we have some research opportunity for undergraduate students during their degree project. So they have 1 year time starting from September till end of April to work on a project. Depends on the supervisor. They might have either hands-on engineering project or learning and research type of projects, which they can work on a topic. It can be experimental or numerical simulation that can do to the advantage of doing undergraduate research, which Lakehead University is ranked #1 in Canada, is that the students can better decide whether they are a good fit to doing graduate studies, or they are basically interested more in doing hands-on engineering design and be related more to industrial projects. In master and PhD, we have a very wide variety of research topics. So overall, in Department of Civil, Mechanical, and Chemical Engineering, we have around 30 professors that they are working on different topics. The best way is to, as Dr. Christopherson says, to contact the professor. You can just look at the staff webpage and to see which professor is focusing in which type of research. You can also read some of their latest work to be familiar, make yourself familiar with the topic. And then if you're interested, and then you can contact the supervisor to secure the position.
Perfect, Dr. Azimi. Thank you so much for sharing that information. As you mentioned, I would like to also again highlight that research at Lakehead is not just limited to graduate students. Even undergraduate students regularly participate in research projects, and students often contribute to real research outcomes, including like conference presentations and publications. So thank you for that, both of you. With that, let's just move on to the next part. Just to talk a bit more about the successes that students have had in the past. So another major success came from the Canadian engineering competition, where our student team placed first in the senior design category. They also designed and built a remotely controlled fire response vehicle capable of navigating a simulated emergency scenario and delivering targeted water suppression. So competitions like these really helped engineering students to just build multiple engineering disciplines and also demonstrate strong teamwork and creativity. So with that, let's just wrap up our today's session. We're talking more about the career opportunities that our engineering students get after graduating. So Lakehead graduates go on to work in a wide range of industries, including engineering consulting, construction, energy, technology, and research. So these are the sample pathways that our Lakehead students have taken. Our graduates are working across Canada and internationally in many different sectors. So I would like to again open the floor to our guest. If you have any kind of stories about any student who have received a job, or just have any kind of stories that you would like to share with the audience.
Well, I didn't prepare any, but yes, there are several. We receive a notice after one group of students graduate that some of them contact us and tell us, well, yes, I got a job offer at some company. We had some students working in big companies, like multinationals, like Texas Instruments, AMD. But yeah, some students also get jobs in local industry, in mines, in the local telecommunications company in Thunder Bay, and some of the industries in Barrie for the programs that are there. So, but yeah, I don't have any other particular story. Yeah.
That's all right. Thank you so much for sharing that with us, Dr. Christopherson. So with that, we have come to an end for our today's session. I would like to thank both of you for joining and sharing your insights with the audience today. Yeah, that's all from my side. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
All right. So I hope everyone enjoyed the conversation that we had with two of our lovely guests, engineering guests. So finally, just to get a move on today's presentation, if you are, as of now, looking to apply for a graduate program at Lakehead University, I'd like to inform you that we are now waiving the application fees for the international graduate application for the fall 2026 entry. So if you apply before April 30th, you do not have to pay the $125 grad application fee. You can use this code during your application process. So I just would suggest you can either take a screenshot of this page or just write the code somewhere safe. You can also email us at welcome@lakehead.ca in case you have any questions, and our team will be able to help you ahead. I'll just put the email ID in the chat for everyone to just look at. Perfect. And now with that, I would like to open the floor for any question and answers, questions that you may have that I can answer for you regarding engineering. All right, there is a question from Mac, which is, what are the requirements when applying for graduate assistantship? So if you're applying for a graduate program, you are automatically being considered for the graduate assistantship, so you do not have to do anything extra. So when you get your offer letter, if you are awarded with the graduate assistantship, it will be mentioned in your offer letter, and if it does not mention it, that unfortunately means that you have not been awarded a graduate assistantship. I hope that answers your question. Next question is from Chris. I want to know if the official transcript from the institution that the applicant is coming from will only send the applicant transcript or the degree also. I would suggest you to email us with your proper question, but I will just try to explain and answer whatever I could to the best of my abilities. So official transcripts are basically sent directly by the applicant's previous institution, and it should also include a record of all the completed courses and grades. And if the applicant has already graduated, that the transcript often shows the degree awarded and also the date of completion. Yeah, and also the date of completion. So if the degree is not yet completed, the transcript will only show coursework completed so far. There's another question from Mac, which is, I want to know the documents needed and is English proficiency mandatory? I'm not sure what documents you're talking about. And for English proficiency, if it's mandatory, basically, you have to check if English is, it is required if English is not your first language. But there are some common tests that are included, like IELTS, TOEFL, or Duolingo, that you can take to complete that mandatory aspect of English proficiency. So you just have to check, depending on the program that you apply for. In terms of the documents needed, I'm not sure what program you want to apply for. And probably you can email us and then our team can send you the list. I would like to also give a huge shout out to Paula, who has been answering questions behind the scene and just giving you certain links and being helpful behind the scenes. Thank you so much, Paula. Right, there is another question. I have a Bachelor's of Science in Geology, but I have more than 2 years work and research experience at AI. I also want to apply to MC in Computer Science. The requirement clearly states that the computer science is required. And the bridge course that Lakehead offers to help my bridge that requirement gap. I would just, since this looks like a very technical question, what I would do is I would ask you to just email us at welcome@lakehead.ca. not today, and our team will be able to help you. If you have any questions or just want to connect with us further, feel free to drop us or reach out to us on social media. We are on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube under Lakehead International. Also, if you're curious about student life, upcoming events, that's the place or that's the platform you want to be connected with us for. And you can also scan this QR code, which is there on our slide right now, to explore more upcoming events like these. And we hope to see you at one of our next live webinars, and even more, we'd love to welcome you on campus as a Lakehead student someday.
Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section below. You can connect with us on social media. You can find us at Lakehead International on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. We hope to see you in our next live webinar. Bye for now.